Hello guys, welcome back. Today we are going to start The Bangle Sellers written by Sarojini Naidu. It is actually the poem is in the musical verse. So let us go in detail slow by slow. So let us know who is Sarojini Naidu. Now, Sarojini Naidu, the Nightingale of India. Sarojini Naidu portrays the beauty and variety of Indian culture and tradition. Okay. Now when we talk about the Bangle Sellers, the poem talks about the stages of a woman and to what stage that she goes through in her life. Now, before going in detail or before knowing more about it, I want you to know all Sarojini Naidu. So let us know something about Sarojini Naidu. Now, the first ever woman to become the governor of an Indian state, Sarojini Naidu was born on February 13th, 1879 in Hyderabad of British India. Born in a Bengali family in Hyderabad, she went on to become a poet, a politician, and most importantly, an Indian independence activist. Sarojini Naidu joined the Indian national movement during 1905 partition of Bengal. Her interactions with stalwarts of the Indian independence movement like Gopal Krishna Gokhale, Rabindranath Tagore, Annie Besant, C.P. Ramaswamy Iyer, Mahatma Gandhi, and Jawaharlal Nehru inspired her. Between 1915 and 18, she delivered lectures on social welfare, women's empowerment, and nationalism in various parts of the country. She helped to establish the Women's Indian Association in 1917. She took part in the Dandi Satyagraha or Dandi Satyagraha alongside Mahatma Gandhi in 1930. Sarojini Naidu religiously followed Gandhi's example. She supported all his campaigns. Her involvement in the freedom movement led to many instances of imprisonment. Sarojini Naidu was jailed in 1930, 1932, and 1942. She spent 21 months in jail. Sarojini Naidu was elected as the president of Indian National Congress Party in 1925 and first ever woman to assume that position. She believed in non-violence, much like Mahatma Gandhi. She became the first governor of United Province, now called Uttar Pradesh, and remained in office until her death in 1949. Now, so this is about Sarojini Naidu. So let us know about the poem, The Bangle Sellers. So I'm going to read out the whole poem. So I want you to understand and listen to me very carefully. The Bangle Sellers. Bangle sellers are we who bear our shining loads to the temple fair. Who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow-tinted circles of light, lustrous token of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wives? Some are meet for a maiden's wrist, silver and blue as the mountain mist. Some are flushed like the buds that dream on the tranquil brow of a woodland stream. Some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves to the limpid glory of newborn leaves. Some are like fields of sunlit corn, meet for a bride on her bridal morn. Some like the flame of a marriage fire, or rich with the hue of her heart's desire, tinkling luminous, tender and clear, like a bridal laughter and bridal tear. Some are purple and gold flickered gray, for she who has journeyed through life midway. whose hands have cherished, whose love has blessed, and cradle fair sons on her faithful breast, and serves her household in fruitful pride, and worships the gods at her husband's side. Now, let us go to know about what does the first stanza really mean. Let me read out the first two lines. Bangle sellers are we who bear our shining loads to the temple fair. Now, the first stanza in the beginning gives us a description of what? That the bangle sellers are carrying a load of bangles. Okay, they are carrying a load of bangles to where? To the temple fair. Now, what do you mean by temple fair? If I try to say that in a native language, jatre. Okay, so these load of bangles are being carried. Okay, okay, remember that the bangle sellers are carrying, or you can say a group of bangle sellers. See, bangle sellers are carrying, they're bearing on their, they are carrying. Okay, they are carrying, they might be carrying on their shoulders, they might be carrying on their arms, or they might be carrying on top of the head, or wherever it could be. Okay, so these bangle sellers are carrying a load of bangles to the temple fair. Okay, let us know, what does it mean? Who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow tinted circles of light? Now, see, the third and the fourth lines of the stanza are significant as it asks a question. They are significant or something meaningful. They are asking a question. That means, who are the people who are going to buy these delicate but bright colored bangles? That means, what is the color? Variety colors of bangles, rainbow colored bangles. Are you understanding? So, what are they? These bangles, which are delicate. Okay, delicate. You can see on the screen, bangles are usually delicate. Okay, and bright colored bangles. Okay, and these bangles are variety of colors. And what colors they are? They are rainbow tinted colors. What is the color? They are variety of colors. Okay, that means here, see, the question is what the poet is asking. Okay, and the poem is providing the answer to these questions. Or you can also understand that the bangle sellers are shouting. They are shouting in the temple fair. At the temple fair, they are shouting. They are shouting for the reason is to attract the customers, is to attract people to buy these bangles. Okay, okay. Or you can also, or let me make it much more general, that these bangle sellers are advertising. They are advertising themselves. They are advertising in such a way that these bangles are, we have bangles and we have varieties of bangles. Okay, and also these bangles also give us a, what do you say, a symbol to something. Now these bangles are to whom? Now bangles are usually bought for whom? Or who buy you? Who are the ones who usually buy bangles? Girls, women. They are the ones who usually buy bangles. It is a tradition, guys. Bangles are a culture. It shows the real beauty. It talks about the real nature of our women. It not only talks about the nature of our women, it also talks a characters of our women in our country. It talks about how our women's are. Now, women are the people who are very, they look different. They all look different. Even though, even here in the even in our bangles, we have variety of colors. And these bangles are suitable for each and every woman. Okay. So symbolism is for whom? That the bangles are being made to symbol. And what is this symbol? Let us see. Lustrous token of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wives. Okay. Now, what is the symbolism is trying to make? Here, the symbolism is that, as I've already told you, shining, okay, radiant. Radiant, as you all know, it's bright. Radiant is also, it tries to make a lustrous tokens of radiant lives. Now, that line seems to show us that it tries to portray that leading a happy life. And for whom? For daughters and wives. While leading a happy life, daughters and wives are leading a happy and a joyful life. Okay, children. Understood, children? So let us come back to the second stanza. Some are meet for a maiden's wrist, silver and blue as the mountain mist. Now, the word some refers to the shining loads of bangles that the bangle sellers are carrying. So the poet in this stanza is describing the bangles, that some of these bangles are suitable or fit for a young girl's wrist. That is why the word maiden's wrist has been said. Now the word maiden's wrist is nothing but young girls or young woman, young woman's wrist. And the color of the bangles are silver and blue. What is the color of the bangle? Are silver and blue. But here the poet doesn't stop. Here the poet still, moreover, tries to describe that the color of the bangles, he's trying to make the comparison of these bangles as similar to the mist of mountain. As similar to what? To the mist of mountain. Understood? So he's trying to make that these bangle, which are in the color of silver and blue, okay, he's trying to make the comparison as the color is similar to the mists of mountain. Understood, guys? Okay, let's go to the next lines. Some are flushed like the buds that dream on the tranquil brow of a woodland stream. Now, see, some are flushed like the buds that dream. Now, flushed. Some bangles are flushed. Now, what is the meaning of flushed here? The meaning of flushed is nothing but red in color. See, some bangles are compared to red in color. Okay, now the color of the bangles are red. Remember that. Now, here the comparison of the red is being given to the bud of a flower. What is being given to the comparison? To the bud of a flower. Flower means a bud, small bud. Okay. On the tranquil brow of a woodland stream. Now listen to me very carefully. Some bangles, okay, now listen to me very carefully. Some bangles are red in color. Now here the color is nothing but the bud of the flower that grows besides the woodland stream. Now you can understand, you can see there on the screen, the woodland stream, okay, okay. These bangles, now what is the poet trying to tell us? Now listen to me. Now, let me tell you, as these bangles are happily grown in that particular nature, okay, where they have been protected by nature, they've been grown in a very wonderful environment, okay, where it can blossom, okay, where it can blossom into a beautiful flower. Understood? Where it can blossom into a beautiful flower. See, now just as the nature watches over the buds, okay, and brought it into a beautiful flower, the same way family takes care of a young woman, okay, takes care of young woman, okay, okay, Now the word red is there, flushed, red in color. The flower isn't red in color, and the bangles are in red in color. It is nothing but it's the desire. The color of red, it seems to what? To desire. It talks about the desire of a young woman who dreams to get married. Who dreams to get married. Understood, guys? That is the reason the poet is trying to describe these lines. Let us go into the last two lines. Now, some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves to the limpid glory of newborn leaves. See, some are aglow. Now, some bangles are aglow. Aglow means glowing. Glowing means shining. Okay. With the bloom. Bloom means yeah, blossom. That cleaves means stick to. Okay. Now, let me describe what it means. To the limpid glory of newborn leaves. Limpid means here, the word limpid means clear. Or you can say transparent also. Now, see, some of these bangles are glowing in the same color as that of the color of what? Of the newborn leaf or newborn leaves. When a light passes through them. Now, what it means, that is what I'm trying to tell. See, some bangles are fresh, beautiful, shining, and they are unspoiled. And the color of the bangle is what? Light green. What is the color of the bangle here? Light green in color. Just like the color of the newborn leaf. Just like the color of a newborn leaf. See, here the poet tries to describe in the last two lines that the poet describes the first stage of a woman's life. She's trying to describe this is the first stage of a woman's life. Clear, fresh, who is right now in the stage of getting married, in the age of getting married. And before getting married, what are the bangles that she wear? Okay, silver and blue, which has been compared to the mists of mountain. Red, as it's been compared to the buds that always dream. Okay, where it has been taken care and where it has been grown in a kind of an environment where the woodland stream. And the next one, and some bangles are light green in color, signifies beautiful, fresh, unspoiled. Okay, it's nothing but a new beginning, a new life, just like the new leaf. Here the poet describes the first stage of a woman's life. Let us come to the third stanza right now. Okay. Some are like fields of sunlit corn, meet for a bride on a bridal morn. See, now, as I told you, some is nothing but refers to bangles. Now, some bangles are golden color, similar to the color of the fields of the ripened corn. Okay, when the sunlight falls on them, see how it is. Some are like what? Some bangles are in what color? Are in golden color. And the color of that is nothing but is compared to the field of the ripened corn, where the sun light falls on them. That means some bangles are actually golden color. Okay. And now, what are these bangles meant for? Let us come back. See, meet for a bride on a bridal morn. That means these bangles are meant for bride. Bride means what? A woman who is getting married. So she is always called as a bride. Now, these bangles are meant for whom? For the bride to wear on the marriage ceremony. That is in the morning. Okay. So to wear on the morning of the marriage. Okay, morning of the marriage. Okay, so now that is what meet for a bride on a bridal morn. Morn means here morning. Now these bangles are meant for the brides. Okay, are meant for the brides. Okay, who wear on the morning of the marriage. Understood, guys? So let us go to the next line. Some like the flame of a marriage fire, or rich with the hue of a heart's desire, tinkling, luminous, tender and clear, for her bridal laughter and bridal tears. Some bangles are compared to say that the bangles are like the flames of marriage, or you can say the flame of the marriage fire. Now means here that the color of the bangle is the color of the fire. Means here it is trying to compare that that a married couple who takes the circle around the fire, okay, it to take the marital vows, okay. It is according to our Hindu tradition or Hindu ritual of marriage, okay, where the wife and the husband makes the promise that they are going to live happily together and forever and ever. So similarly, it is a blessed sacrament. It is a blessings from the God itself. That the marriage, as we say, marriage is made in heaven. The same way, according to a Hindu tradition of marriage, that when the marital vows are being taken between two newly wedded couples around the fire, it shows that this is nothing but a promise of a new life, a new beginning. Understood, guys? The second thing, or rich with the hue of a heart's desire. Now here, the second comparison of the bangles is here described as a hue of heart's desire. Heart's desire. Now, what is the color of a heart? Is red in color. Okay. Now, here the poet uses the adjectives coming up right now. It's nothing but it is our heart desire. That is what? Red in color. Here the poet is trying to make us an adjective. What are the adjectives here? Tinkling, luminous, tender, and clear. See, here the poet uses the adjectives to describe the bangles are tinkling. Tinkling means what? The sound of the bangle, that is glass. Okay. Luminous. Luminous means what? Glowing, shining. Tender means what? Fragile. Fragile means what? Delicate. As they are made up of what? Glass. Remember that. And clear. That means what? Transparent. That means here the poet is trying to say that these bangles are compared to bridal laughter and tear. What it is being compared to what? It is being compared to what? A bridal laughter. Bridal laughter means what here? It is nothing but it is her new life, a new beginning with her husband. She is going to start a new life in her own world where she is going to make her own new world. That's what it is. And what is about bridal tear? The bridal tears is nothing but now that girl who is getting married, has got married right now. She has been living for so many years with her parents. Okay. And it is a sad time for whom? For parents. To look at a daughter who is having or who is going to have a new life right now. Okay. Now she is only looking forward what? to live with her husband's side. But the sad time is nothing but, okay, the sad time is nothing but she's leaving her parents. It is according to our Hindu tradition. She has to leave her parents, okay. All her household duties, whatever she had in her parents' house, she has to leave it now. And now she has to take in charge of the household duties of her husband's side. Okay, now she has to go to her husband's house right now. And this is why we call it, okay, this is why we call it a bridal, like a bridal laughter and bridal tear. Are you understanding? See, the poet uses simile. Like, see, some are like the fields is a simile. Some are like the flame is a simile. Some are like a bridal laughter and bridal tear is also a simile, guys. Now, simile is nothing but comparing, using the words like and as. Okay. So this is what it talks about in the third stanza. Let us go to the last stanza, that is the fourth stanza. Okay, guys. Some are purple and gold flickered gray. I'm so sorry to tell you. The third stanza is nothing but it talks about the second stage. Now, what is that second stage? The second stage is nothing but a new life, a new beginning. It's going to be a new life. Now she has, all these years she has been lived with a parent's house. Now she is going to live with her husband's. So this is what it talks about, the second stage. Let us go, what is the third stage right now? Some are purple and gold flickered gray, for she who has journeyed through life midway. Now, some of the bangles are a purple color, and some are gray with spots. Gray with what? With spots of gold on them. See, some bangles are in what color? Purple color. And some are gray in color. With what? With spots of gold on them. These bangles are meant for women who have passed the youth age, are now a middle-aged women or woman. Now, these bangles are suits. These color of the bangles are suits to the women who are middle-aged. Okay, whose hands have cherished, whose hands have cherished, whose love has blessed, and cradle fair sons on a faithful breast. Now, see, these bangles are meant for the hands who have taken care, not only taken care, who have taken greater care to bring up their children. To bring up what? To bring up their children, and have taken care to look after every need of household. They have been taking care of every need of household duties. The middle-aged woman, without a mother, we can't. Without a mother, we can't at all. I'll tell you, say it right. Like, without a mom, like, ma, where is my socks? Ma, where is my books? Ma, where is my, have you seen my pen? Ma, have you seen my important book? Your mother is the one who knows everything. She's an encyclopedia. That stage is the middle-aged woman. Understood, everyone? So that middle-aged woman is a woman who has cherished, who has brought love, who has showed the meaning of love, who has showed the meaning of everything, the meaning of good, bad, everything, even ugly also. Okay, she has brought us into a great care to bring up the child, or bring up children in every household duty that she has taken care. That middle-aged woman. And the color of the bangles are purple, Okay, and some are gray with gold spots on them. Okay, remember that. Next one. Let us go to the next one. Okay, next line. And cradle fair sons on a faithful breast. Now, here mothers are the one and are the one. But here, let me tell you, mother's love is the greatest thing. There is no greater than any love. Okay. Similarly, a mother who takes care of a child in a cradle, who feeds the child with her breast, okay, who nourishes with pride, who nourishes in everything. And it is the duty and the faithful thing that a mother does. The same way, this mother is also a wife. She serves her household in fruitful pride. That means always with faith, okay, and with pride. She always runs the household duties, and she runs the household duties in a proper way. Though it is not planned, but she runs it in a very proper way. She's got a full patience. She's got a great patience. That's what we say. Okay. And she is the one who's always beside, who always take in charge. She serves the fruitful pride in such a way with a smile on her face. No matter whatever it could be. Men will be in stress. Men will be in full of stress. But women will always be, whatever the matter would be, they would be smiling. Whatever condition would be. Okay. Understood, everyone? And for the same, the last line, and worship the gods at a household pride. And sorry, guys. And worship the gods at her husband's side. For all these happy and proud women, and these women, they worship the gods along with the husbands, along with the family. And for these happy and wonderful and proud and beautiful women are the bangles for. These wonderful bangles shows us the stages of our women. It talks about our culture. It talks about our tradition. So this is the importance of our culture. I hope that you understood what our poet is trying to portray of our country, India. India is called the incredible. It is, it is also, you can call it as a multiculture, a multi-language, and a multi-tradition. We have a lots of we have lots of religion, we have lots of colors, we have lots of different people, but same way all are in one roof to say that we are all Indians. Forever we are Indians. I hope that is what the poet Sarojini Naidu is trying to tell us, the importance of our Indianism, the importance of our tradition, importance of our goods also. Bangles are also one of our goods. I hope that you all understood the poem. I hope so that you all understood. Take care and have a nice day. Stay safe.